They'll indeed go for it, and the rush is going to get there. He goes down. They were taking a big risk going for it from their own territory. It does not pay off, and it's a turnover on down.
Let's go now. Head to 60. Head to...
Penix gonna throw right away. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Come on. Set. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle.
Plant. It's Penix. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 1.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
From the gun on 3rd down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on 3rd down, that number just goes up.
The Jaguars have the field goal unit on the field. This a 48-yard attempt. And that one doinks off the upright and in. Fortunate break, but the kick is good. And the Jaguars are out to an early 3-0 lead. So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Here comes a return from the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
A tight end in motion now.
19 Tiger. Hawk 70. 19 Lion. Check up.
On 1st and 10, here is Dart. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Cup 19. Cup 19. 18 rattle. 18 rattle.
Dart going to throw here on 2nd down. Taking off, and he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
Check. Cowboy 80. 19 tight. 19 tight. Mustang 19.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up
Ball
2nd
right
and
on the
3.
50-yard line.
50-yard
Here's
line.
2nd and 3.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Street.
Marshall is on the move. On 2nd down, Dart on the run to the right. Now he takes off.
Jackson Dart on the scramble. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 7. 1st down, San Francisco.
Got it. Ready? Ready? Head to 60. Head to 60.
So just a lone field goal in the 1st quarter of play. It's the Jaguars on top. And we're back with more Madden Ultimate Team after this. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2. They'll come up here first and 10 as we are ready to get back underway. This one intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Jaguars will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
He gets free. And he will score. Eric Dickerson. Touchdown, Jaguars. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
They'll throw. It's Penix. And he's into the end zone again. It's the Octopus. He's got the long run for 6 and punches in the 2. All 8 points for good measure. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. A return coming from the 14. And they will finally track him down, not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. To throw is Dart on 1st and 10. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
60 Bison, 60 Bison, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Going over the middle, this one is complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down. Tight end going in motion here. On first down, Dart. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there. And that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing, Dart, forced out wide. He'll tuck it and take off.
Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn it to a runner. They get to him quickly. Picks up a couple yards, but not enough now. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to throw it, and here's Dart. That is caught, and he will score! Touchdown, San Francisco. Now, a two-point conversion attempt coming.
The 49ers will line up for the two-point conversion.
Looking to throw. It's Dark. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision darted loose. The try for two is unsuccessful. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
Their own 43-yard line.
We'll go play action now with Penix. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. To throw on second down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. From the gun, it's Penix. A throw right side is intercepted. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
It's second down.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Throwing is Dart. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Here's 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Let's go now.
Putting the tight end in motion.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Trap 60, trap 60. 70 Rangers, 77 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18 Rattler, 18, 19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
They'll go, and here's Dart. That's deep for the back of the end zone. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. lefty panics on first down. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Morton Anderson to kick off.
Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the third quarter of the NFC wildcard game. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. The third quarter begins with a run. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
From the gun here, that's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
The defense comes up with the big play, and the pick six changes all the momentum. New leader in this one with that touchdown.
Mike, this is one of those plays at the end they're going to look back on and say that play changed the game. Not only do you create the turnover, you take it back the other way, and now you find yourself with the lead here in the second half.
This is going to be caught. So it's an 8-point swing. Not just the pick six, but add on a 2-point conversion. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
70 Lions. Hey, let's go now. 18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
Handoff here, up the middle. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for our Jaguars. First down.
They'll stay on the ground. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
On second down, here's Penix. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down.
To go.
Cowboys. Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let's go.
Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. Thrown on the run, but it's off target. Behind his man, and that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or kick a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
That is hard down the field. He's got it. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down. They convert in style there. Big play on 4th and long.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Finding room to the 20. And he will get into the end zone. Eric Dickerson preseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. Extra point try forthcoming. Backed up because of the penalty, but no matter. The extra point is good.
Jaguars 18, 49ers 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. Moss in motion. Out of the shotgun. It's Dart. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Dart. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play. First down, 49ers. Now, Dart. This one caught by the back out of the backfield. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing again, Dart. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
3rd and 5. To the air once more is Dart. Moving outside the pocket. Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. That's the Hall of Famer, Darrelle Revis, inside the 40. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Jacksonville. What a time for a pick 6 for the defense. As the other team is trying to get themselves right back in this one, the defense extends the margin with the pick 6.
Yeah, just a critical moment. You find yourself on defense, Mike, trying to hang on to this lead. And not only do you do that, you pick 6 them, and you're able to extend that.
And he will get into the end zone and extend the lead by 2 more.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to to right about the 28-yard line. Man in motion is Brown.
19 Lions. Go.
On 1st and 10, here is Dart. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. 1 quarter remains here in this AFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. They send the tight end in motion.
Riggs. 19 tight. 19 tight. 70 range.
Tight end going in motion here. To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 18. Pioneer. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
To throw is Dart. He'll air it out down the middle. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. And he tacks on a nice return to boot. He'll get this all the way up to the 40-yard line.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you, and sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
Sideline past the 45. And he will score again. Eric Dickerson. Touchdown Jaguars. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
They'll return this from the 11. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here's Dart on 1st and 10. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg their 2nd pick 6.